All right, guys. So we have Billy here. His name is the Godfather, and we also have Homicide of Kingdom 2, and they are here to answer some of the questions about Kingdom versus Kingdom. So first, we're gonna ask you, Billy, or the Godfather, how do you think about the Kingdom versus Kingdom matchup for your Lost Kingdom?
I honestly do not like it at all. Uh, because we're kind of, the top 8 in power when it comes to kingdoms, and we have been placed in season 2, continent 102, away from the other bigger kingdoms, which is kind of, let's say, uh disappointing, because we're expected to be placed with kingdoms like 1103, 1059, 1196, 1149, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1149. And, it just didn't happen. And everyone in my kingdom's kind of disappointed, to be honest.
So are they stronger than yours, or are you saying that you want
They,
it to be paired with the stronger kingdoms?
yes, I wanted to be paired in continent 101 with the other stronger kingdoms.
Huh. Why is that?
Because we're the misfits. We like to have challenges. We like to fight people that are strong as possible, and we've proven it in our Arc of Osiris leagues that people that are more powerful than us can be easily beaten down with, strategic planning, great commanders, great players, core players, extremely active players. Uh, so this is who we are. We just love challenges.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. What about UCS Homicide? What do you guys think over there in
Uh,
Kingdom 2?
it's okay, I guess, for because we're in 103 for season 2 here, and we made a couple jokes saying like how we didn't know who like these people were, but DSP is they're our top 10 in power kingdom wise, and Kingdom 2, UCS and Kingdom 2 is actually 11th when I was looking at it, so it actually shocked me when I first seen that to see, because we had always been initially when the game first came out like at the forefront of Rise of Kingdoms or Rise of Civilizations.
Mm-hmm.
And, teams are always, alliances, kingdoms are always going to come for the top, as Billy has, JWM has in 1059, and just many other alliances. So, kind of like what Billy was saying, I wanted, and we really wanted as a kingdom to go up against the top kingdoms, such as like 1059, 93, 196, K50 even, And we still have, DSP in, I believe, 1046. It's either 1042 or 1046. I forget which one.
But they
But,
ain't fighting.
well, like I said, they're a top 10. And, we are happy in that instance that we are going to be fighting them. And we think they're going to be our biggest enemy in KVK. But you never know what could go on. The other guys in there are on the lower half of the top 32. But you never know. They could completely come out and just surprise us. I believe 176 or 179 is in first place right now currently as we make this video. So anything can happen. Um, Overall, we're a little bit disappointed, but it's experience. We're ready to go.
How many allies do you guys have there?
You'd have to talk to Ende with that because he's actually the one that is like getting allies right now. I think we have somebody
Okay.
that is wanting to ally with us, but I actually don't know who.
Okay. Okay, we'll skip that then. I know the allies with the Kingdom 93. We've seen that on Facebook, right? You guys are allying with 4 more kingdoms and going against 3 kingdoms. So, maybe a question for Billy here is, how are you guys going to smash Kingdom of the White Tigers are in?
Well, White Tigers, what I've seen what they do is that they feel that White Tigers is the only alliance in their kingdom that can actually put up a fight against other kingdoms. Well, I'd like to shoot them down on ideology that they have is that it's a kingdom, it's not an alliance. So if White Tigers thinks as their own alliance can take on Kingdom 1093 by themselves, or the other kingdoms within our coalition, I don't think they're gonna be going anywhere than their starting zone.
So you think this is going to be relatively easy for you guys with your coalition? I assume that you're going to work together with the allies to make sure that you guys
Yes,
succeed.
but with or without the coalition, 1093 can take them on anytime, any day, anywhere.
Damn, I like this confidence here. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So for both of you guys, what do you guys think is the best advice that you guys can give for Kingdom versus Kingdom? Maybe let's start with Billy here, and then let's go with the Homicide, the next one for the answer.
My advice for KVK is that you can't be zeroed if you're on your own territory, but if you go to sleep and you're in the front lines and the enemy decides to push and take out the flag that you're on, I advise you to either bubble or move back to the starting zone if the level 4 passes are still semi-locked or blocked, and if not, just teleport back to your kingdom.
Okay.
One tip that I would have to say is if it really comes down to it and you are just like trying to take like their flags down or they're trying to take yours out, always try to fight on your territory. It's going to give you that little bit of a boost. Not to mention you also may have that flag in there. You could also surprise some people, as well as you're also going to have your allied cities there ready to jump on some armies or marches if they're trying to take out your flag. So always try to fight on your side of the battle, and also don't be a hero. Like what Billy was saying, if you're on the front line and it's really heated, you should highly consider either porting back a little bit far back to where they can't take out your flag while you're sleeping, or bubble up. It's as simple as that. Do not get zeroed in Kingdom versus Kingdom, because if you get zeroed, unless you have a lot of money to spend, you're going to be rendered pretty useless for a long time.
Yeah, that's true, and those are very good advice.
Also, one more advice, and it's also Kingdom versus Kingdom, not Alliance versus a Kingdom. My advice to everyone out there is actually to start working together as a kingdom, because it's going to help out a lot, especially when it comes to rallying flags or rallying cities, and you have your allies from the same kingdom together in the same front. You guys can do double and triple rallies if they're well coordinated, and you guys do a lot of damage. So remember, it's kingdom versus kingdom, not a kingdom versus your alliance.
That's true. That's true. Then that's why it's called, Kingdom versus Kingdom. So we gotta work on that one. Do you think that the overlap of KVK and the Ark of Osiris is good, or is it bad? What are your opinions in here with the overlapping?
Well, my opinion, to be honest, like for 1093 in general, it wouldn't make a difference as being the strongest kingdom in ROK. It's basically another minor obstacle that we could easily overcome, because if we can do Ark of Osiris, we better be able to do KBK at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's a little bit, like I said, I didn't really think that we would have Ark of Osiris and KVK, like the Osiris League at the same time. It really threw us off for a minute. But, we're going to be ready for it. We're going to focus hard on Kingdom versus Kingdom and getting into the right position to win, as well as keeping our top guys ready for the Osiris League. Like I said, it threw us off for a minute because we're like, whoa, we got to get this ready. Come up with a Kingdom versus Kingdom plan, and also perfect our strategy for when we're in the Ark of Osiris. So I think we've done that. I think we're pretty ready to go. We're ready to fight whatever is ahead.
Okay, that's good. Coming from the top, kingdoms, these statements. Now I know you guys are both high spenders. We've got the Godfather here with 206 million power, 169 kills, and how many deaths do you have? 2 million deaths. But you're not showing me the real Homicide here, so I'm gonna be showing you your dummy account. But you are about 20 million in here, I believe. Let's take a
Just
look.
about 30. Yeah.
About 30 million.
A lot of people actually ask me like, are you really just like, do you play as often as you like are in Discord? Yes, I do, I promise. I just have another account that I put a lot of effort into back in the early day for a certain thing. And I have not disclosed like the name of the account or like who it actually is. And it's still a secret, but just know that it's a 60 million plus and it's a tier 5. So
Nice. Now here's my question for you guys then. Past Glory Stage 1. Gem donation. How much are you guys going to be donating coming this Past Glory Stage 1?
To be honest, for me, it's going to be a competition between me, Drivey, Architect. Whoever's online first is basically going to max that out.
Wow. Jesus. Can you guys send me some of those gems? What about you, Homicide?
honestly, I'm not sure. We have a bunch of, spenders in there that'll definitely, put gems in, but we don't want one person to just throw it all in there. It's a team effort. So, most, if you can, like I'm not a huge spender. I spend money, but I'm not huge. So I'll definitely put in, my share for sure, to do my part for the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not like Billy over here, personally.
Not a big spender coming from a T5 player, huh?
Okay, like I said, I have a 60 million account. Look, all right, I'm not, I'm only like 60 some million. I don't want to tell you because that might give away too much info if there's somebody out there that's just going to try and look into it. But, I spend money, but,
spend wisely.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. And like, this is my account, this is the homicide account. It's only 30 million for like, I don't spend as much money as you may think on my actual like moderator account as I do for my secret account because my secret account was actually had a part to play in the downfall of another king and another kingdom. So
okay, well, we'll
I
skip
had
that.
to max it out as quickly as possible.
We'll skip out the controversy then. How do you feel about the migration cap? Now you guys are in the top 32. What do you guys think about this cap that they did?
To be honest, Lilith broke my heart. A lot of my members are still outside of Kingdom 1093, and they can not come back currently if these limits on migration or locking up my kingdom, so they can't come back and you're still stuck out there. So I'm not happy at all.
And then this is coming from Kingdom 93, so
yes.
So Taylor Bucks. Oh wait, not Taylor. Why did I just went to Taylor Bucks? The Godfather, which is the king of 93, if I'm correct, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're not happy with the situation, and I think I have his blessings. If you guys want to join us in 228. But yeah, so hopefully, at some point, right, if people keep on leaving in your kingdom, they don't stay there. I'm sure that restriction is going to be lifted. I don't know how that's going to work really, but hopefully there's some ways around it in the future.
Well, to be honest, like people like, for example, 102, 1002, 1093, 1059, 1050 built up a great reputation for themselves. There's a lot of good kingdoms out there that worked really, really hard. Just to have the voices of some people that haven't put in the effort to get ruined. So basically, what Lilith did is listen to a small portion of the minority about locking up certain kingdoms and ignored the people that actually put a lot of effort into making these kingdoms huge. And of course, by supporting the game for gathering up all these amazing, extremely active players into certain kingdoms. So I hope Lilith opens up the kingdom, all 32, top 32 kingdoms.
What about you in the UCS there, Homicide?
So yeah, we have a couple people that are actually on the outside still looking in for like they're not even in Kingdom 2 right now. They're in other kingdoms. They went to help out and they actually got stuck in there as well. Like I said, 2 R4s. So we are missing a couple of our really experienced guys for this next KVK and also the Osiris League. So when it comes to the migration lock though, I feel like I feel like it's kind of, it's a little bit rough for like us top 32 kingdoms because we can't get our people back in and new people can't come in. But at the same time, there has to be a balance. We can't just have all these whales and these top players or, even like moderately, powered players, like let's say just 40 million players, 40 million power. There has to be a balance. We can't just let everyone flow into the top 5 or top 10 kingdoms because then there's going to be no competition between like the other 98% of the game.
I agree.
So I feel like it's really important. The way I would like to see them lift it is, let's say after the Osiris League ends and after KVK Season 2 ends, to just open it up for everybody, let people get back in, let people go out as people are still actually possibly even leaving kingdoms if they have like internal problems. So just I feel like once all these events get done, that people should just be able to freely go where they want for some time. Of course, monitor it because you don't want to mess up the competition because it's important, especially in like this competitive part of the game, which I think Lilith has actually done decently well for the time given, I guess. But like I said, it's really important that competitions stay maintained. We can't have a bunch of people flow into one kingdom and then just they're overpowered and just crush everybody.
So basically, what you're trying to say is that, if I'm going to rephrase things, is that you think that Lilith actually did a lot of balancing into the game, because a lot of players still think that Lilith is not trying to balance the game, but in your opinion, just
I
what you
think
said.
I think they're trying their best. Perhaps there are better ways that they could do it, but you got to think about it. Rise of Kingdoms really just blew up. It blew up. It had about like 1 million downloads one day, and then a month later, they had 5 million. They were starting to reach 10 million players very quickly, and that's another reason why so many kingdoms and such were like opening up. And it's just they had to move quickly. And I think that for some time they were actually strung out trying to, get everything together. So, I do think about that because like I'm a moderator. I know what kind of know what goes on in there, So I feel like that might play a little bit of like why everything like maybe a little just but I think they're definitely trying their best. They want to do what's best for the game. And I mean that. I'm not just saying that because I'm a moderator.
I know.
Surely there's better ways that they can do it.
Yeah,
and I think they'll get it figured out.
Yeah, I got a question for you. What's the purpose of this game?
Well, what do you mean?
Like, what's the whole entire reason of this game? It's to have fun, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yeah, that's the purpose of the game.
Yeah, to have fun. But if you're going to put all these limitations and like a player here that's like 30, 40 million power wants to migrate to a certain kingdom, to be with certain people, to meet new people, to be with friends, to explore, and to stay in the game and to be playing this game for a long period of time is what Lilith wants. But capping certain kingdoms and telling them, no, you're not allowed to go there. No one's allowed to go there anymore. But I want to go over there. And they're like, no, you can't go over there. And I'm just gonna quit the game.
I definitely see what you're saying.
I see your point, but at the same time, I think maybe the developmental team is also thinking not just the top 32 kingdoms and the players in there. They're also thinking the rest of the kingdoms.
Yeah.
So it's I think they're trying to do their balance, but at the end of the day, it's difficult, right? It's hard to please everybody.
Exactly. You can't please everybody.
Yeah.
They can please one certain group, and then the other certain group will be upset. So it's a double-edged sword for the developers. But I think so far is that I think they've been listening to a lot of player base. I mean, we can see all the updates that they've been doing, optimizing the game, because they're actually listening.
Yeah, Cheesecake, specifically Cheesecake, Jetblade before he left, like these were my community managers that I reported to for stuff. And we actually have our own like suggestions list and we go over them. We pick the top suggestions that are most liked by the community, at least here in Discord. I also try to do that on Facebook because I'm also the moderator there.
Mm.
And they actually do look at that. So for example, here, there was a like commander competition. For example, like that's how Charlemagne got in here. That's how Genghis Khan got in here. Um, like I said, they do try to listen to like what the community wants, balancing it, of course.
Yeah.
But a lot of people. I just want people to know that the people that watch your videos and just anybody who listens to this, that Lilith is listening to us, and you do shape the game more than what you may think.
Exactly. And I always say that too. Oops, feedback.
Hamza, can I make one suggestion?
Yeah.
And open all for the chest purchases, please.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a reason for that, for the gift. Because if you're clicking it one by one, you can see actually who's buying, and you can, there's people that say, "Oh, hey, thank you for buying." It gives you credit for that.
Yeah, but we just get sick and tired of it. Like in my alliance, there's like when I wake up, there's over like 200 gifts, and I don't want to see.
Oh, okay, here we go. He's starting to brag. I'm just.
Hey, we're the same way. We're the same way, so it's chill.
Yeah. So I would like to throw that suggestion out there.
Now, where are my archer commanders?
Oh yeah.
Where are my new archer commanders?
Where are they, Homicide?
Where are they?
Okay, so
chop.
There's actually with the new update, there's supposed to be Edward the Black Prince. I actually wanted him to be a cavalry commander.
I hate you. I hate you right now.
But I believe they actually are going to make him an archer.
Better be.
If I remember correctly, I haven't looked at it in a while because I've been busy with other things.
We got
hashtag
leak here. Hashtag leak.
No, I'm not leaking anything besides that little information.
100% extra skill damage.
I don't know what's on it.
I've requested about getting some healing with the archers, and also or either healing debuff, because archers should definitely defeat infantries. With the setup right now, it's hard for archers to defeat Richard. So I'm just saying there should be.
Well, you got to remember there should always be anti-build for every single commander leading. So Richard is an extremely tanky commander. There is no build till now that can take out Richard / Charles tanky build.
Exactly. That's why we need the new commander to counter Richard.
Or you swarm it. If you have the numbers, you swarm it. That's the way you could take out a tanky Richard build.
Well, I just hope Lilith is listening right now with my suggestion.
Yeah. Yeah. And as for Black Prince, I hope he has an extra skill that gives skill damage 100%. That would be sick with YSG.
Oh my god, I'm ready to dump my legendary commander sculptures there.
Yeah. Where's my credit card?
All right, so a little bit of a silly question, guys, with you guys in here. Who do you think, I mean, in the game, is the hottest commander?
Really?
Your waifu.
Oh, I'm not married, so I could brag all I want.
So let's start with the Godfather here.
Okay. The sexiest commander. I'll say Constantine. I like that smile on his face.
Constantine?
Yeah.
You pick a dude?
Well, what am I supposed to pick? You want me to pick Evelfled?
Pick a chick. But no, it's cool. It's cool. Constantine, hey man, Constantine, cool.
Oh boy.
Richard, I have a side.
Go ahead. Nah, but for me, I would say probably Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc.
Yeah, Joan.
So okay. Let's be fair.
Hold up. No, hold up. How about you, Sinji?
Me,
You know it.
I like Aethelflaed.
Mm,
I think Aethelflaed has the cutest face and pretty sexy in the game. And plus, she already got the bow and arrow in here. So
I like that. I like them legs of hers.
oh yeah, the legs is pretty long too. So in the women commanders, who do you think is the cutest then? The Godfather.
Ethelflaed.
Aethelflaed as well. So we got 2 votes of Aethelflaed and then 1 vote of Joan of
I'm
Arc.
just alone over here. Yep.
I think you're very rare. I don't think there's a lot of players always mention about Joan of Arc. It's either going to be Boudica or Sakura.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
You know.
He looks the French.
I don't know. It's with Sarka. It's the hearts, and I don't know, the 2 daggers, whatever.
For the dudes, you think Constantine is the most handsome looking? Constantine. A lot of girls have said Centurion.
Centurion. Who's that?
Oh my god, these whales don't even know who Centurion is.
Oh, that dude? Farmer?
He said that, dude.
Yeah. I guess you don't farm, don't you? You just buy everything off.
Well, gold. Gold is kind of a pain to get, so
you farm
them. Yeah, I have to farm gold.
I think the hottest dude is Genghis Khan. I mean, he'll keep you warm at night.
Oh boy, you're not wrong.
So, if you guys have any last statements going towards your allies and your opponents, let's start with the Godfather here, since you're going to be in a different kingdom matchup with USC. So let's start from you. If you have last statement here towards your allies and your opponents, what are you going to tell them?
Backstabbing me is the worst decision you'll ever make.
Okay, what will you do about it?
Zero them.
Damn. That'll be hard. Let's say, what if all of your allies backstabbed you? You would be...
We could take them.
You can take all of your allies?
Uh-oh.
Well, they better not...
Hey, come on. I'm not a total jerk. I'm fair. Well, hopefully they'll see me as a fair and good decision maker when it comes to distributing the lands. But hopefully, I kind of like my allies. They're funny. They're amazing guys and girls. So, they're good people, and I plus we have 2 kingdoms out there that we knew from before. So, backstabbing is not going to happen. But it's just a statement, like you said. Backstab me, you're not gonna like what's gonna come up.
Yeah.
Come next.
And you never know what's going to happen also, but you guys in a kingdom that is, very highly educated, you guys have seen these backstabbing, and you know how it turns out usually. And when that happens, if they do backstab you guys, of course somebody's going to, you guys have multiple content creators there, and it's going to come out and no one's going to be teaming up with them next time. So there's some consequences there, right?
True, but it doesn't really matter, content creator or not, talk,
Yeah, I mean, word's gonna go out if people will start backstabbing each other. Word's gonna go out, and no one's gonna be teaming up in that kingdom in the future. So make sure that you guys hold on to your words. I mean, if you guys are going to end up, ruining your relationship, better be in a good reason.
Yeah, true. Like, for example, our previous KVK, we had our allies 1095. Even though we never needed them, but they were amazing fighters, they actually held off an extremely more powerful kingdom than themselves, and they were amazing fighters. Even though that we were we didn't need them as allies, we still held on with them. We still fought together, and we stayed allies until the end of the season.
That's pretty good. What about for the UCS in here? What is your opinion?
To our allies and to our potential enemies that we're gonna have to fight in this season of KVK, good luck. For one, I don't know once again personally who our ally is gonna be. They're talking to Ende right now, and it'll be announced in Mail. And I look forward to, Kingdom 2 looks forward to working with whoever our ally is gonna be, especially if we have a common enemy. To our enemies though, we wish you a fair fight. We are all about fair gameplay. Despite some of us saying we're a bunch of big spenders. But we definitely look for a good fight here. No dirty, backstabbing. We hope none of that has to happen. Um, we hope it's going to be a good environment. It's going to be a great fight, and we hope that at the end of the day, that Kingdom 2 is going to take this one once again.
That's awesome. Well, good luck to you guys, and remember, don't take things too personal into the game, right? It's have the sportsmanship in this competition.
Of course.
Yep,
So-
have fun. It's a game. That's the whole purpose of it. Have fun.
It's great to be competitive, but you don't need to be a jerk about it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and hopefully we don't see. I mean, I've experienced this, and hopefully it doesn't keep happening into the game, and hopefully we have weeded out those type of players already in Rise of Kingdoms. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you for giving me your time. Good luck to UCS, and good luck to good luck to you as well in Kingdom 93. The Godfather, you are the king there, so hopefully you lead this kingdom into success.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, what about for the USC?
I'm gonna have to beat you up if you keep calling us USC.
Oh God. Okay. Oh God. Okay.
It's all good, man. Don't
All right,
worry.
1, 2, 3. What about the 103 Alliance? 1093 Alliance.
90.
And good luck to 1093 Alliance. Taylor Bucks. God damn it, I'm looking at Taylor Bucks. Sorry guys. Let me delete this.
Take 4.
Dude, you don't know how many takes I do with my editing.
Like 45 right now.
Oh my God.
Cut.
All right, cut 1, 2, 3.